Hi everyone. I call us everyone because everyone, we're all connected. So, of that, I'd like to start by illustrating when I think of everyone and we're all one and we're all connected and we're all from the same source energy, a family. I imagine us sitting around and thinking of Earth and being aware of experiences we'd like to play out. And so someone volunteers to do this, someone volunteers to do that, and so volunteers to do, art, music, what have you. And when we start to remember who we are, why we came here, or when we feel really lost, like my life sucks and I'm not having any fun, that's your first indicator you're off your path, or you're kind of off game. And to look back to that. So when I imagine us as all originating from the same origin, the same nothing, you can picture what some people call extensions of source energy. And I think of a beam of light on a trajectory going eventually back to itself, which I'm glitching because it's like, but it's all here now, but yet at the same time there's stretched out experiences. So my mind can get a little twisted when I look at it in my head, so bear with me. With that original one, it makes sense to draw how all these fizzy bug things I talk about are light wave, particle, wavelength, resonant vibrations of that one. Because if you could imagine being asleep and you're not having really any thought, you're just sleeping. And when you start a thought, it starts a frequency, an idea, whatever. So all of those infinite explosive ideas from that one source going in at the speed of light, one particle, because one source, at this faster than the speed of light, just all at once, one big huge explosion in infinite directions. And for all I know, infinite wavelengths, we see colors. Then the fizzy bugs make a little more sense because you would draw a line of all these fizzy bugs. Boom, 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 boom. And they would all come back to each other. But they'd also crisscross. And, there would just be this amazing universe explosion of various relationships and still be in harmony with each other in a perfect balance because they just, boom, right there. Okay, stretch the brain. Pause on that. Every given moment in time is like a photograph on the light frequency. And you can look at a reel of film and see it that way. You can roll it up, put it back in a canister, and there's a whole movie. Or you can run it through the projector and you see different you see the whole movie and you also see different frames. Framing your reality. So each fizzy bug, since it originates from the same source, would also then, minimally in theory, be a source. And that would make it extremely easy to communicate and have a relationship. And yet there'd still be all these non-physical sources managing the rest of the atmosphere, so to speak. When you see us, or just see reality from that perspective, and then you think of, this is our little Earth, and my joke about what if we're all sort of floating out in space or somewhere in infinity, and we're aware of this physical reality place, and we want to go check it out. Hey man, I want to go be a rock star. I want to go be a model. I want to go be a teacher. You know, we're aware of this opportunity to have a physical experience, co-create on this level from out here. You would focus, you don't know where you're going, right? Focus yourself, you'd find a way to get here. What is here? What is now? This is so tricky for me, and I'm not quite sure why. Because there's what we see out there that is a great symbol of what's going on in here, which is a mirror of what's going on in here. So, for lack of a better illustration, yeah, I know I'm fumbling. For lack of a better illustration, I'm going to create or just draw the big bubble man. The big bubble universe dude. Okay? Within which all of creation is happening. And so that would help wrap some heads around, how is there life in other parts of the universe? How could there be consciousness over there? Are there other beings or other realities? Da, 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 da. And well, of course, there would have to be. They're just, why not? Absolutely. However, is that really relevant to the experience that we're having here together on Earth? Well, it is, but not for this purpose. So the point of looking at this is to imagine yourself as a consciousness, as part of the larger consciousness, and understand that when you are on this earth, when you there's the sun, he's one too, another consciousness. When you are reflecting, self-reflecting, having your dreams come to life on earth, you are at the same time, because you're in a body, carrying in you all of this information. All of the same universal life, universal intelligence that allows you to navigate here on planet Earth. And that would lead to some of, or hopefully clear up, some of the ideas of what people want to talk about, like ground rules. You know, what are the ground rules of being in a physical body? Well, they're all pretty obvious unless you choose to forget them, but, you know, be nice, be kind. Why am I here? To create, to have an experience, to get to know myself, to have ideas, to exist and appreciate existence and enjoy the ability to do what I want to do and see it manifested, and master the sending out an idea, calling in the request. So it sounds really basic and boring when you look at it that way, but it's absolutely a phenomenal gift, because the sun is doing this amazing job of firing up everything you need in your physical body to allow you to have an experience on this beautiful, beautiful planet, this beautiful rock. And she, bless her heart, supports you. Now, from a higher level, like up here level, it's all there is having that experience in relationship with itself at any moment in time. And so when people talk about the unfolding and the eternal now, how do you wrap your head around that being on earth, so to speak? Well, out of nothing, this beautiful book of love opens up. I think that's pretty clear. Cleared that up. So living light images, mirror images, sun, reflections, inside, outside. So the light's bouncing back to you, giving you a navigation system of where you are physically, but better yet, better yet, where you are physically is oftentimes really irrelevant. You could be on a beach, you could be in a house, you could be, who cares, you're in a car. But where you are in here is paramount, because your relationship with yourself, with your experience, whether at any given moment in time, is what we're all really reaching for, like unconditional love. I can be happy here, I can be happy here, I can find something to appreciate here, I can appreciate this, I can appreciate this. Just the ability to have the experience of this life force flowing through you and to you, and answering every request. I would like to know this. Ding, answer. I'd like to see my friend. Ding. Oh, I want to go wherever. iPad. Psh. And it's becoming easier and easier and easier and easier and easier to access the information that you are about, that you are after, that you are looking for, and that you want to take to a third level. And really quickly, how do you take information to a third level? There's you, there's the all there is. Bring those two together, and that's a third level. There's mom, there's dad, there's baby. So it all goes eternally, wonderfully around and around and around. Now, how in the world could you, this is fun, last point, and then I'll hang it up for this section. But how in the world could you see this and not get wrapped up in the wrapped upness of time? If you can imagine this as a what's that word? As a razor blade, as just as what it is, a line. And it's the now. And everything is rolling, which creates this explosion of energy left and right. Excuse me, something's on the camera. Explosion of energy left and right, like a flinging nucleus, throwing all this stuff out and back instantaneously over and over again. It makes more sense how we have the illusion of a spinning earth and a spinning sky and a everything spinning. And that is my best drawing for how eternity is still a moment in time, and our perception of it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll leave that one there. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment question below. If you feel like giving a tip, if anything's been helpful, thank you. If you are having a bad day, you can know that I'm a dorky kind of girl sometimes, and that should make you laugh. And that I love you. All right, take it easy.